Coke Machine for Eel Fishing, December 28th, 2021. I just want to start off by saying I set up this Buy Me a Coffee site. It's sort of like GoFundMe, sort of like Patreon. People have been giving me tips. I set it up for one day with the goal of getting enough cash to buy a drone so I can film myself out here and film the ice forming and whatnot. My plan was to buy myself a drone in the fall, and then I had some unforeseen truck-related expenses that sort of put that off my radar. But I put up this Buy Me a Coffee site yesterday, and by the morning today, I discovered that people had tipped me enough cash for me to actually buy that drone today, potentially. I am absolutely glowing with this. You guys are really helping me out with this, and I really appreciate the amount of support that I'm getting this year. I'm getting support from different outfitters, different bait shops, and then as well with this Buy Me a Coffee site, you guys have just made this drone project come to life extremely fast, and I can't believe it. I just want to take a moment to thank those people. Now, the way Buy Me a Coffee works is that it's sort of like you give me a tip that's about the cost of a coffee, which the site is sort of like $5 is the cost of a coffee. So people would be giving me 3 coffees, 2 coffees, 1 coffee, and then one guy made my entire night by buying me 150 coffees. So that's 150 times 5. So that's basically almost the entire drone project covered right there with one tip. So I just want to thank Joe A. Maidama for that massive amount of coffee money that you sent my way. I want to thank Aldo Mezzavilla, Jamie Berry, Reese Wolanski, Mike Levitt, Coke, Brian Dexter, Lyle, and then there's a bunch of anonymous people who have also left tips that I appreciate very much as well. So let's get to the report here. I walked out past the ice pack, and then I came across a pretty grisly looking pressure crack, let me tell you. I looked at it and I'm like, that is a big one. And it's probably opened up about 4 feet in places. I was spudding all around it, hoping I could get to the other side, but it just doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. Ooh, it's making sounds. I'm gonna happily give that a good couple of days before I try to cross it in the future. Between the pressure crack and the ice pack, there is some ice here that I've been able to check out pretty seriously and try a few different spots. And you guys will remember that I measured 10 inches in one spot just past the ice pack. Today I measured 6 inches, or just a little bit over 6 inches in 2 different places here. It's 6 inches of black ice, which is great. But I'd really like to measure what's on the other side of that pressure crack, but I don't think that's gonna happen today. Now, I will be doing a live report on Friday, but I'm still trying to get to see my family for the holidays here, so I will not be doing any reports until Friday. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait until then before I can update you with future reports. I just want to leave this other message out here. I'm doing the ice thickness competition a week later than usual, and the reason I'm doing that is I want you guys to seriously consider ice safety this year. We've got some very sketchy ice out here, very inconsistent measurements. There's thin ice down south, there's thicker ice on the north, but it's varying wildly. And if anybody's going out there on opening day, and I'm sure people will, I will probably go out on opening day, I will be out there in my floater suit and my spud suit and only fishing in areas that I've already inspected to make sure that it's not super dodgy. I would recommend that people go out on foot and not in their snowmobiles or ATVs or trucks or anything just yet until we've got some more consistent ice across the board here. So looking back at the ice reports I've done in the past, December 28th, 2020, there was 8.5 inches of ice and 8 inches of snow on top of that. December 28th, 2018, there was a fog across the ice and 9 inches of ice. December 29th, I'm gonna say December 29th because I won't be measuring the ice tomorrow. 2017, it was -18, -30 at night, and there were 10 inches of ice at 200 yards out, 8 inches at 250 yards, and 13 inches at 300 yards out. So Bernie Giesler in Hunters Bay went out and measured some ice again, and I received a video from him, and he measured about 6 inches of ice. A lot of the water that was in between the different layers of ice froze up with the cold temperatures, so he was able to measure 6 inches of ice. Daryl McLeod, who's a guy who's measuring the ice near Garden Village, measured 10 inches the other day. Another guy by the name of John Giesler went for a 4-kilometer walk in South Bay. He measured 3 to 5 inches consistently along his 4-kilometer walk along the ice. So that's pretty interesting stuff. I just want to take a moment to thank people who have ordered shirts. Terry Adewell, Reese Wolanski, Kevin Houghton, Alima Yassin, Steve Wheeler, Valentino De Girolamo. Thank you very much for your orders, everybody. So again, I will see you guys on Friday, and I will be measuring the ice again then. I'll do a live report, and hopefully I can get past this pressure crack here that looks pretty grisly. Talk to you guys later. Stay safe out there. This is really important this year because we are really seeing some variants. Safety first. I don't want anybody going in. I don't want to go in. I don't want to hear about people going in. I don't want people saying, oh, a Cook machine said it was safe. So I have the warning at the beginning of my video. There's times where you can be confident in the ice, but you still have to keep your eyes out for things that might compromise ice safety. So like the video if you like it, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, buy a hoodie, buy a t-shirt. I got an order of hats coming in, buy me a coffee, buy a Cook with Ice, whatever. I appreciate all the support, and it all goes to me buying extra things for eel fishing so I can make things run a little smoother or look a little better. So we'll talk to you guys on Friday. We'll catch you guys for a live stream then. See ya.